Hello everyone. This week's episode, I am very tired, but it's okay. So I'm Jam,
I'm Cons. Welcome.
and we are two bros interested in finance. Good week, I guess. But before we start with the market, how's your week been? What did you do? What have you been up to?
Bro, fuck all, honestly. Really not much. Lots of uni work, studying, preparation for exam period. You know how it is. And yeah,
Hmm.
nothing really exciting, man. Just enjoying the good weather outside and, yeah, studying.
Yeah,
Stuck
but like
inside.
even the weather is like really like it's not certain what it wants to be. To be fair, it's like changing all the time. It's raining, it's cold, and then it's warm. Budapest is just like not decisive at all.
It's April, bro. It's April. Always the April. It's moody
Yeah,
ass month, man. Moody ass month.
yeah, good. I passed my exam last week. I was talking about it, so finally I passed the exam, and
Nice.
practically I finished fifth year, but I still have psychiatry left. But apparently it's not that difficult of an exam, so I'm
Mm.
not so worried about it. But yeah, practically I'm done. This kind of is relieving me, but at the same time, it's that emptiness that you fall into.
Mm.
Like, you got
Yeah,
nothing to do.
post-exam
You know
depression.
how it is. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's
Yeah.
literally post-exam depression. Even though you're happy, you're like, oh, what do I do now? At least I've got my thesis to write,
I
so
like
that's gonna
that.
give me a bit of a purpose and research that I'm doing. I need to do the very last part of the research so we can start publishing it. Other than that, literally got nothing to do. And because of the exam, I couldn't even focus the market so much, but
Hmm.
not much happened other than the earnings in the market. But yeah, that's how it's been.
Nice, nice. Congrats on the passing, bro. Good shit. You guys
Yeah.
spent out time that you have a little bit, I guess, outside now or something. I don't know.
Mm. I mean,
Um,
hopefully we are gonna hope for the best.
yeah. But yeah, markets wise, like you said, not so exciting. A bit up this week, I believe, but I didn't.
Mm. Yeah.
It was really not really that exciteful, right? It has slowed down news-wise as well a little bit, I think, but
Mm. We
yeah.
talked about tariffs last week a lot. I feel like US side has realized that they cannot keep this fight going. And I don't want to say that they're backing off because I don't think that they're backing off, but they're like, oh, we are ready to talk with China. We are talking with China. The other day, Trump was like, oh, I talked with President Xi. Like,
Mm.
man, yeah, let's see. I just hope that this tariff tornado just ends as soon as possible so we can just like look back to our gains.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. I feel like if we're already talking about the general market right now, I think we can cover it quickly, right? As well. But with the Trump thing, talking to China, it was really funny for me because the Chinese side says they're not talking. So
Yeah, 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 yeah.
who's telling the truth now? Who knows? I don't
Yeah.
even like. But it's just kind of funny, and but the market is taking it well. I think, like even though this
Yeah, market
the
is expecting this. Market wants this to happen. So
so yeah, I mean, obviously, I think a deal will happen, right? Inevitable, hopefully,
I mean,
but.
hopefully, everyone wants that at this
Uh,
point.
Let's see. Let's see. It's really still the same situation like the week before or the week before that, right? just
Hmm.
just waiting for a result on the tariff stuff, and yeah, same story another week, man. Same story another week.
If you want, I can quickly just go over crypto, and then
I think
there's not much
that's
to say,
yeah,
anyways. Compared to the stocks market, crypto has been a better investment too. I
again.
think last week when we were talking, it was around like
Yeah.
80. It's like the Bitcoin wise, 80s right now. Bitcoin is like around 94,000.
Mhm.
And I always talk about this index, like CMC 100 index, like CoinMarketCap 100 index. In the last 7 days, it's been up a bit more than 10%, whereas Bitcoin is up a bit more than 10%. And The reason behind this is I don't know if it's already changed or it is going to change very, very, very soon, like next week, I feel like. The head of SEC, the president of SEC is going to change, and the new head of SEC is a crypto person. To be fair, I forgot his name, not gonna lie. I haven't been checking the markets or the news because of the exam,
Mm-hmm.
but it's going to change. And because he's a pro crypto person, people are expecting all the ETFs to be approved and to be public in the market so people can buy it, sell it, whatever. And these ETFs are like Solana ETFs, Ripple ETFs. There's like a staking issue that I told you about in the previous episode, and also when we are talking privately as well.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
also Litecoin ETFs, like so many ETFs. If that happened, that would be definitely a plus for the market, and we might start seeing the continuation of the bull run. So this is what's happening in crypto. I am still optimistic by the end of this year, but of course we are going to wait and see.
Yeah, it looks. I think it looks really good right now, and we talked about it last week and the week before how it outperformed the stock market or is more stable, right, as well. And we
Mhm.
saw how it was. We talked about how it's building a foundation or like was consolidating at least, and now I feel like it broke out a little bit, right, to the upside. So there's maybe
I mean,
some
hopefully.
potential there, and with those news, with the ETF approval, like you just mentioned, uh, maybe we can get a nice all-time high again. Let's see.
I mean, the thing is, because I know the market, I know the dynamics of the market, and like the people don't understand this. And unfortunately, Wall Street or where the money is, where the whales are, still don't get this. But cryptos like Solana, for example, it's a company. It has its revenue, it has its expenses. When you buy Solana, you actually increase their revenue when you use their blockchain, and so on and so on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Wall Street doesn't know this, and they still see it as a speculative instrument to buy and sell. They still don't see it as a investment instrument. So I feel like for crypto market to have that bull run again from 60, no, not well, from 60s, like 20s to 30s to 100, that bull run for Bitcoin, it was a big hype. And I feel like these ETFs can bring back the hype to make us have another bull run. But of course, these are just like theories that I have. They're
Mm-hmm.
not certain. This is definitely not a financial advice, but yeah, this is what I think.
As always, right? As always. Yeah, I think that's the. I think maybe that's still the only factor that really plays into not like seeing crypto as a good investment, like from Wall Street, because of this uncertainty, what can happen, right? And these major spikes up and down as it can go, right?
Mhm.
Like, I mean, we both know that Bitcoin can lose like 50, 60% of its value within a couple of months, but it can also increase, right? So, yeah. I'm pretty optimistic right now. I think it's gonna reach close to all-time highs. Maybe touch the top of
Yeah,
it.
most
Let's
likely.
see. Let's see. But
I mean,
short term, at least, positive vibes.
yeah. I still like I still believe what I have been saying all the time. By the end of 2025, I at least see 160, 180 for Bitcoin,
Mm.
and hopefully other coins would follow it. I still am positive on my forecast. But yeah, we just gotta see if there's a new hype, which I believe is going to come. It always comes. It will happen. And to be fair, with these like the biggest news in the markets right now are the tariffs, right? And
Mm-hmm.
crypto doesn't get affected by tariffs.
No, not at
We
all.
could we saw that.
Yeah.
So there can be an inflow of money because of that. People might think that, oh, this is very stable. Maybe I should like move my money to crypto. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, it's a waiting game.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be fine. Should we move on?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go.
I think let's address the major guy in the in the room
Mhm.
now. Google earnings, I think, is really interesting.
The elephant in the room.
And what can I say, man? Thursday after close, we had a pretty good market reaction to the Google earnings. I was only able, I mean, I checked the market at that time, but I didn't check the earnings until next day, to be fair.
Hmm.
Um, But yeah, I'm really happy with earnings, and I think you are as well. I think they had really beautiful earnings, better than I expected, to be honest, and better than analyst expectations, right? I think they had the earnings per share beat by like 23, 24%, if I remember
Around like
correctly,
30% as far as I know, but yeah,
or
like
even 30.
very, very
Yeah,
high
very,
margins,
very,
very high
very good.
margins.
So yeah, what can I say? Yeah, 12% revenue growth from year to year. Um, and also the operating margin and net income had beautiful growth. Like, I don't know. Well, what's your take on it?
I mean, Google is always compared with those companies like those like LLMs like ChatGPT, I don't know, clouds, all those
Mm-hmm.
like AI models saying that, oh, Google search is not going to be, it's not going to exist anymore because all these like LLMs, all these like AIs are going to replace it. But Google search like hits the number of Google searches increased by like 10% or something.
Mm-hmm.
So it increased as well. And I understand why people are saying this and why people are scared because like Google is like competing with these AIs. Google search is competing with AIs. I understand people because still Google's biggest income is still from the Google search. But I like the Google hits increase. I use AI most of the time, especially when I don't understand the topic. I definitely look for it, but I still use Google search as well. Like I pay for AI to get a better version of it and everything, but I still use Google search. Like Google search is not replacing AI for me. It's just like for different purposes, and I wouldn't say that I'm using it less. I would just say that I'm using it in the same amount, but I'm using AI for a different purpose. So I don't, I cannot justify people being scared of like the Google search gonna go down, and Google also proved them wrong, like showing them that look, Google search is increased. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm 100% on your side. Like, I mean, ChatGPT's been around for 2, 3 years, nearly now. 2 years, 2 years,
maybe even
three.
four. I think
Yeah.
three. I think around
Three.
three, maybe even four.
Even so, right, in all these quarter earnings that Google has presented, there was always an increase in revenue and income stream, and the Google search, like you said, it's still increasing, right? ChatGPT is out there, it's competing, uh, but apparently not, right? Because like you say,
Yeah,
you because we still like if even if I check my PC now, I have all my tabs uh, went through Google search.
yeah,
Every single one of them that I opened, I have 8 tabs open. All of them I use through Google search. I use Google search to get to ChatGPT. So like, so it's I think it's still fine. I think the concern, like you said, is a little bit of an overreaction, and we see the growth. And I think in general, the overall growth in like YouTube ad revenue as well is really nice, and their Google Cloud as well is beautiful
yeah.
growth, really beautiful, and subscriptions and any other thing. So they really killed it, I think. And right now, I'm not really concerned about it. Um, but oh, what I found interesting, I don't know if you heard this rumor about Google, is that OpenAI is apparently in talks with Google to buy Google Chrome, which is interesting, of Google. So I don't know if that's I heard
See, but
this
like,
rumor.
what's the purpose of it? That's
Yeah, I don't even know how Google Chrome is fit into the revenue in the statement. I don't know what it falls under. But yeah, I heard this interesting rumor, I guess. But yeah, otherwise I got not much to say about Google. Just positive news all around.
I think like I always say this. It's on my Getcoin portfolio as well. It's also on my like real portfolio of my accounts as well. Google is
Same.
a big company, and I still see Google to have 20-30% of an increase by the end of this year. Easy
Hmm.
as that.
Yeah, yes, I can see like you know what I said 220 240 USD was my price target for the end of the year. And honestly, it's not like something we would sell at the end of the year with 20-30% profit or anything, right? So I just expect this stock to double in the next 4 or 5 years anyway. So 400
Mhm.
$500 USD price target by 2027 or 2028 even. I think it's realistically if this growth keeps continuing like this, and it's undervalued right now, heavily undervalued.
100%.
So yeah.
100% undervalued. What's the PE ratio of Google? Let me quickly check it. PE ratio right now is 17.93, nearly 18. I think it's like really, really, really cheap.
Yeah, it
Really
was
cheap.
it was even cheaper at a couple of weeks ago, I guess. At one point, at the absolute dip, I think it had a 14 PE ratio as well, and that was
Mm.
ridiculous. But yeah, um, otherwise, not much from my side
No,
regarding
I,
Google.
I don't have much to say either, to be fair. Another big boss, Tesla.
Yeah, now another one from the Mag 7, right? Yo.
Um,
Yo.
this earnings, right? I am not going to lie, pissed me off a bit. I believe you would understand why it pissed me off, because earnings were disgustingly bad. Disgustingly bad. Like revenue, nearly 9% decrease. Earnings per share, nearly 30 something percent decrease. So Tesla stock is not doing well. But stock is up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. This is a casino,
I
but
promise you, like this is not even investing at this point. This is basically gambling.
yeah, no, it is. I think, I mean, Tesla is one of those stocks, one of the Mag 7 that I've held it once and I made quick money on it in the past, in a short amount of time. Nothing major, but I think it's one of the Mag 7s that I really don't consider buying. It has to drop a lot for me to buy, because this company is just generally overvalued, and you can see what happened, right? The market reaction after such news is for me crazy. It's really crazy how
I
the
mean,
market
I don't
reacts.
mind the price as long as the earnings are well. Earnings are not well.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It has to. I mean, if the PE ratio plays at this level, right, or in general the valuation
I
of
mean,
the
I would
company.
buy. I think Tesla is a very important company in a way that, like, if I wanna invest in EV business, I would most likely buy Tesla, but not with these earnings. Like if the Tesla PE ratio were to be 35, 40, which is like quite of a high PE, right? I will still buy Tesla because I feel like Tesla is Tesla. But like these earnings, like this is basically just like, this is not even like joking to your. This is basically like talking, like giving a bad product to your investors. Like this is just child's play at this point. Come on. Like you can't be this bad.
Yeah, I mean, we come back to the point of competition, maybe, I don't know, like
Yeah.
I think there's been a lot of factors that led to this, and I think it was pretty expected, these bad earnings as well. I mean, we had the backlash on Elon, right, in a couple of months, his involvement in the
Especially when he
government.
started politics,
Yeah,
right?
his involvement in government and politics, people don't like that. Then his questionable salute at rallies and other questionable things he does. um, uh, you either love him or you hate him, but
Hmm.
obviously it affects the company's image, right? And he's been outside the company as well, and I think that was a major thing in the shareholder meeting as well, or the earnings meeting, that he wants to get involved more into the Tesla company again, back again. And obviously
Maybe he makes the Tesla great again.
yeah, I mean, he has to. I mean, he made Tesla great originally, right? And he built a great company. And I don't think, for example, that's something I disagree a little bit. It's for me, Tesla is not EV really. I mean, obviously they build EV cars and Tesla is the cars, but I like to see Tesla as more of a technology company than more of an strict EV company, just because of the data they collect as well with the vehicles and robotics and so on, and the kind of Elon Musk being Elon Musk, he just throws out certain products out there, like flamethrowers or whatever he wants. But with earnings like this, it's not attractive to me. For me, there's better car companies, cheaper ones with better numbers and more stable income statements.
Yeah,
And
I know.
yeah, I don't know, man. For me, it's just let's see how the next quarter earnings are. If there's some reversal, but if it has keeps a downward trend, I don't see really positive news for Tesla, or I don't see it as a potential buy right now at all. So it's a stay away for me right now.
Yeah, yeah, no, I agree 100%. It's just, come on, Tesla, just be better. It's not even difficult to be better at this point. Come on.
Yeah, I mean they can really be better, right? But the question is, I feel like they're a little bit in the same position as Apple, right? They have, like, for example, the Cybertruck they brought out. I mean, does it really? Do you like the car? Is it gorgeous? Is it something you would buy?
No, no.
You know?
To be fair, I split with most people on that sense. I like the
Oh
Cybertruck.
yeah,
To be
fair,
fair,
fair.
it looks really weirdly nice to me.
Yeah,
But yeah, most people didn't like it. And,
yeah.
and like, to be fair, the moment I think I tell to myself that, oh, I like this truck, I think that there's something wrong with me.
Mm.
So yeah.
Bruh. Yeah. Yeah, but the taste is obviously different, and there are people who are
Yeah.
buying it, right? But
Hmm.
in general, I feel like, okay, you could have made maybe a car that literally maybe covers more general, attractiveness,
Yeah.
like a normal pickup truck from Tesla.
Hmm.
But yeah, I guess I don't know. Maybe they're gonna bring out new cars. I mean, the taxi cab is gonna come, right? The Tesla taxi cab thingy. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's something to look forward to. And I think that's the type of stuff I look more into when I look at Tesla. It's like their new kind of technology they try to bring out on the road, and I think that's a little bit more interesting than the cars. Maybe because I'm also not a really big Tesla fan as a car fan, but
Mm.
um, yeah, I don't know what else to say
Yeah.
about
No,
Tesla.
makes sense. Makes sense. So yeah, actually this was, I mean, there was SAP earnings, but like SAP is just a big company and they beat the earnings by good margins. Their revenue increased, but other than
Mm,
that, I'm not the SAP holder. After
mm.
I buy Netflix, I'm just missing Netflix for my 2025 portfolio. After I buy Netflix, I can consider SAP, but it definitely is not a priority for me.
Yeah, right now, yeah, I owned SAP uh, some years ago. It was the first stock I ever owned, SAP.
Mm,
And a great company. I bought it after Corona crash in 2020 in
right.
late November for 90 euros a stock, and obviously seeing it now at 280, it's a bit different. No worries, don't worry. I sold long time
I
ago.
think I think SAP is one of those companies for me, one of those stocks that like just buy it and like forget it for like 5 years. It will always have a good return, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's also one of the largest companies in Europe, right? So it's
Hmm.
an absolute beast as well, and I think
Yeah.
you can't
So
go
shall we look
wrong.
at? Yeah, exactly. I don't think that you can go wrong with SAP. Should we look at next week earnings if you don't have anything else to say, to be fair, for the past week?
For no, nothing else, bro. And next week's gonna be interesting, I guess. Yeah.
Next week is going to be very interesting. On Monday, I don't see much, at least anything that makes me want to look at the market. But Tuesday seems interesting. Coca-Cola is there.
Yes.
HSBC is there before market open. And after market close, we have Starbucks and we have Visa.
I have PayPal before Tuesday as well, which is interesting for me.
Right.
And yeah, Visa is really interesting. I like Visa. And
Mhm.
which one did you say? Starbucks, yeah?
And Starbucks.
Yeah, also interesting. And Adidas as well. Nice, okay.
So these are all important, but let's see what's gonna happen. I mean, there's OMV as well, like that
Yeah.
Austrian company. But it's a Europe thing, so I don't think that most people care about it. On Wednesday, important bank, like on Tuesday there's HSBC. On Wednesday, I mean, I hold Bank of America, and Bank of America earnings were beautiful. So, but banks in general, they're important. They affect each other a lot. To be fair, tech companies affect each other a lot with their earnings as well. Like Google's earnings just like lifted the market up, not
Yeah.
only Google. So Wednesday there is Banco Santander, a Spanish bank, really big bank for Europe and for the world as well. I will be following that, but Wednesday after close, big boys out there.
Hmm.
Microsoft, Meta, yeah.
Yeah, Microsoft and Meta, looking forward for that. 100% gonna be interesting. I think Microsoft is very interesting these days for me. It's on my top 5 watch lists a little bit. It's not like something I wanna buy, but I'm really keeping a close watch to it right now because I think it's an interesting company. But on Wednesday before open, what I also find interesting is Caterpillar, the construction machinery company.
Mhm.
I've looked into the financials. I think they look really interesting, and on the valuation, they look really interesting now. It's really attractive, but these days I don't have money. I think we're in the same boat as well, right? It's not
Yeah.
buying season is a little bit over right now, or it's coming to an end. But Caterpillar is really interesting, so I'm gonna look forward to those earnings as well.
Yeah. Yeah. And on Thursday in the morning, we have MasterCard.
Mm.
I will be following that
Yes,
definitely. MasterCard
same.
is like in my watch list. McDonald's. I haven't told you this. I wanted to tell you this, but um, because of the exam, I couldn't even tell you this. And privately, McDonald's, I am very interested in it lately. I didn't check the financials. I didn't check anything. I just because McDonald's at this point is not only a fast food chain, they own most of the land that they built their McDonald's in. So it's also real estate
Mm. 100%.
empire.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like from. I only learned this when I watched the McDonald's movie, the founder.
Yeah. Right,
Mm.
right, right, right. So it's a McDonald's empire, like sorry, a real estate empire as well. So McDonald's, I need to check the financial. I need to do a bit more research on it. And I will be talking about McDonald's more. And then other than MasterCard, McDonald's, we have Shell, a petrol
True.
company. I think it's all right. I'm not gonna follow this, but it's an important company, I feel like. But
Mm-hmm.
Thursday after close, big boys are out there. Apple, Amazon, MicroStrategy, a Bitcoin company, and Airbnb.
Oh yeah, Airbnb as well.
I
Yeah.
Yeah, I am an Amazon holder. I even voted, as you know. By the way, Google just sent me an email saying that, oh, can you vote? So
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah.
vote for Google as well. Yeah. I'm gonna vote for Google as well. But Apple and Amazon, I will be definitely following that. MicroStrategy, I believe that it's important. It might determine a bit of a hype around Bitcoin. Airbnb is an important company, I feel like, but I don't think I will be following that. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for me, interesting as well. Obviously, Apple, especially Amazon. I want to see a little bit of a turnaround in Apple. I want to see something from Apple. I'm not too hyped about. I don't expect too much from their earnings. I don't know why. But Amazon, like you as shareholder, right, would love to see a positive vibe, and I think we're gonna get it. I think Amazon is gonna be fine. What's really interesting as well for me is Amgen, right next to
Hmm.
Amazon, huge pharmaceutical, American pharmaceutical company. I used to own it, and I do want to go back actually to it. Sometimes I wish. It's a great company, great pharmaceutical company, and it does a great job. And on before open, I would like to mention Eli Lilly as well and Linde, which are also two major pharmaceutical companies, especially Eli Lilly. Me as a Novo Nordisk shareholder, this is the biggest
Oh yeah,
competitor.
you have no Nordisk, right? As far as I know.
Yeah, Novo Nordisk. It's not my largest position. I keep buying into the dip. I think it's a great company. It's the main competitor to Eli Lilly, but European based, right? And I think honestly, it's gonna be interesting. Let's see what happens on Thursday with Eli Lilly earnings and how well they do, because it's gonna reflect a little bit on Novo Nordisk as well. So I'm looking for that. And
Yeah.
Linde is also a huge pharmaceutical company, and yeah, I just watch it quickly and see what's popping. But they normally perform really, really well. But yeah,
I mean,
I
it should be all right. But yeah, I will definitely be following Amazon. I'm gonna be following Apple as well, because let's see how the earnings are. Most of the time they beat it, but I wanna see because there are no new products, there are not much hype around Apple, but we are going to see.
yeah, actually they do always beat their earnings and their expectations. So that's what they're actually quite good at. And they perform the general sentiment after earnings is normally, or the market reaction is normally really positive at Apple,
Hmm.
as far as I
I agree.
remember. But yeah.
I agree. I agree. On Friday, I can't see much. If there's ING Bank, which I won't be following, but I will just take a look at it if they beat it or not. ING, Dutch giant bank. But other than that, Friday is not that interesting. But definitely this week's highlight for me at least, Thursday market close.
Yeah, for Friday for me, um, Berkshire is releasing earnings. I guess that's interesting for me. Or is this a
Yeah,
mistake because they've? Oh no, maybe it's not. No, but yeah, they're releasing, and like I told you off call already, right? Berkshire is also
mm,
a major top five interesting stocks for me right now. It's just like something. Oh, I want that in my portfolio for the rest of my
yeah,
life. But yeah, I'll just look at that, and then maybe Chevron. Chevron is kind of interesting, but yeah, a quick scan over the earnings, and that's it. Like you said, Thursday and Wednesday, those are the major big players, and I'm gonna be looking out for
yeah,
them. It's gonna be
100%.
crazy now with earnings seasons coming in.
100%. Hopefully it goes well, and hopefully we see a bit of good drama in the market. Like I need greens. Like seeing red is just like making me feel depressed all the time.
Yeah, I think with Google's last week good earnings, or Thursday's good earnings, I think it's quite a good indicator for Microsoft or Meta or Apple
Yeah, most
and
likely.
Amazon. So I'm expecting good stuff. Let's see how it goes, man.
Should be fine. Should be fine.
Yeah.
Anything that you want to add? I think this is a very short episode, I feel like.
I don't think we're already at 30 minutes, as far as I know, nearly.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay, didn't even
so
realize that.
so I think we're fine. I'll stretch out. I have another topic, but I'll put it to next episode or another one where we don't talk so much about current events. But yeah, it's all good. I think
Okay.
we hit the sweet spot for today's episode.
We should make a like a stock specific episode. It's not only about like our weekly episodes, but like
Mm,
stock specific episode, you know?
where we talk about one singular stock and
Yeah,
just
one,
cover
two
yeah.
companies, just that.
Yeah, because there's so many to talk about, right? I know
Yeah,
our five stocks each. I mean, it's nice and cute, but I have watch lists with with 20, 30, 40 stocks. It's endless.
yeah,
Uh, but
100%.
yeah, nice.
Okay. Okay. So, it's this week episode.
Yeah.
Share, like, subscribe, show it to your grandma, show it to your grandpa. Those are very important. Like, you don't watch it, but your grandma must watch it. That's very important.
Actually, the most important. But yeah, fair enough. Nice. All right.
Okay. I'll catch you guys then.
Ciao, ciao. Bye bye.
Bye bye.